Hello and welcome to Gentle Flow Yoga today. I'd like you to firstly come into a comfortable position, whether this be legs crossed or perhaps one leg extended out, or maybe both legs extended out, and maybe also a cushion underneath your buttocks in whichever position you decide to come into. And then I'd just like us to focus on our breath. So we're going to close our eyes, place our hands perhaps gently on our lap, one over the other. And we're just going to come into the body. As we breathe in, we're going to feel this breath travelling in, expansion, oxygen, chi coming into the body, and then we're just going to exhale and just slowly release the breath back out. Quietening the mind, coming into the body, feeling the breath. Coming in and coming out. And then from there, we're just going to open our eyes. And taking our hands gently over our knees, if the legs extended, we could do the same here, or both legs are extended. We're just going to do a little bit of cat-cow in our seated position. So as we inhale, we're going to lengthen through our spine. So we tuck that tailbone under, we extend through that back, bringing the chest forward. We're then going to exhale, pulling the abdominal wall back, the chin tucks in. We inhale, we exhale. Keep this going, focus on your breath. Every inhale, we tuck that tailbone under, we pinch the shoulder blades in, we bring that heart space forward. Every exhale, we contract the abdominal wall back, we round the back, shoulders come out and wide. Just flowing with that breath. Keep this going. 2 more. Then from there, we're going to inhale, rise up, removing the cushion if you had one, and we're going to extend the legs out. Bring them to the end of the mat, and maybe place your pillow at the back of your head, because we're actually going to come down into a lying position now. So sometimes for a lot of us, it's quite nice to have a pillow under the head, slightly tucking the chin in. And then from there, we're going to bring the soles of our feet up to the mat. We're going to bring the big toe and the heel together. We're going to take those arms out wide and encourage the shoulders down. So it's just the back of the head that's supported. We want to ground the shoulders down. You can either fully extend the arms or L shape. And if you need any support under those arms as well, you could place them there. Now tuck that tailbone under, really draw that lower back into the mat, keeping those thighs together. We're going to exhale and drop our knees to the left as we look over to the right. We're going to inhale, coming back up, and exhale, swapping to the other side. Breathing in, breathing out. I want to try and slow the breathing down. So we inhale, coming up for about 3 or 4. And we exhale, coming down for about the same, maybe even a little longer. Allow that breath to fill up every time. So as you exhale and you anchor down as far as those knees will come, allow that breath to finish. Then inhale, come all the way back up with that breath. Fill up the lung space, abdominal wall, right to the pelvis if you can. Anchor those shoulders down. And then from there, we're going to inhale, bring those feet back up and hug these thighs in as close as we can to our chest. Now, try and keep that tailbone down. So tuck it under. Try and bring those shoulders down a little to relax. And then just rock from side to side. And then from there, coming back to the center, placing the hands over the knees and just creating a few circles here. So we're really trying to push that tailbone down, that lower back. One way, then the other. One more. And then from there, we're going to anchor our feet down. We're going to do some pelvic tilting. So have the feet hip width apart. Again, we want the shoulders down on the ground. We just want our upper body to relax here. Now, as we exhale, we're going to really draw our abdominal wall back. And you should feel that this kind of really brings that lower back down to the mat. Then as we inhale, we're just going to inhale, fill up. And you almost lift up from your tailbone, not actually taking that pelvis up, but you just lift, allow the body to fill up with breath. You then exhale, compressing that lower back down. Inhale, fill up. You can link this with the heels and the balls of your feet. So when you exhale and you push that lower back down, you can really feel the weight in the heels of your feet, almost as if you're pushing into them and driving the body up towards the head. Then as you inhale, you relax here a little bit, come more into the balls of the feet, filling up the lung space, body with breath. Then exhale again. Again, nice deep breaths here. Can you breathe in for 4 seconds? Allowing that lift, allowing that chi, oxygen into the body. And can you exhale, really compress that lower back, feeling the energy drive up, shoulders staying down. So just keep this going with the flow of the breath. Allow your palms to be open, responsive to any energy you may feel coming on in these tilts. Encourage your facial muscles to relax. Really gauge that core on that exhale, hugging in tight, driving that energy up towards the heart space. And then inhale, just really allowing that breath in. 4 more. Last 2. Really big, deep breaths. Compress that lower back down with that exhale. Feel that energy coming up towards the shoulders. Inhale, expansion, breathe in. Last exhale, pushing that back down. And then this time, bringing the soles of the feet back towards those thighs. Try and keep that back down. And again, just rock from side to side. Now from there, we're just going to support the back of our head. So if you've got a cushion, maybe move it away now as we interlock our fingers and bring our hands round to the back of that head just to offer support. Bring the thighs in close. And as we inhale, we're going to breathe in, lift, bringing ourselves up. And then as we exhale, we're going to twist. So our left elbow is going to go to the outside of that right knee. We're going to inhale to come back up. So back to the center. And then exhale slowly, coming back down. So it's a 4-beat breath. We breathe in, raise up. Exhale. This time right elbow towards that left outer thigh, knee. Inhale back to the center and exhale. Keep this going. Try not to let your elbows lead. Try to let the chest lead and push that abdominal wall back. As you rotate, try and make it from the waist, not those elbows. 4-beat breath, nice and steady. Inhale up, exhale to twist. Inhale back to that center and exhale down. Maybe looking for a 2 to 3 second breath. Inhale, 2 to 3, exhale. 2 to 3, inhale. 2 to 3 second exhale. Slow and steady. Keep it going. Allow yourself to really anchor with that exhale. Support that neck with those hands. Great for the core, this. Keep it going. Last one. And then as you exhale and you come back down, release. You may want to place that pillow back under there. And then just bring those thighs in again for a hug. Just go from side to side. And then from there, we're going to bring the soles of our feet back. Exhale and tuck that tailbone under. Bring that lower back down to the mat. We're going to leg lift now. So we're going to keep our left sole of the foot on the ground. Inhale, just lift the right foot slightly off. Extend the leg. Flex the foot, push the heel away, and then bring this leg up as far as feels comfortable for you. Exhale, flex the knee, draw the thigh into the chest, keep the shoulders down, the chin tucked in, heel of the foot towards the buttocks, and slowly lower down. Repeat the other side. Left foot, inhale, just slightly lift off. Extend, flex the foot, push the heel away. Breathing in, raising up that leg as far as we can. Exhale, flex that knee, so bend that knee, bring the thigh as close as you can to the chest, the heel towards the buttock, and slowly lower down. Just repeating this. Singular, inhale, lengthen, push the foot away. Raise it up as far as is comfortable for you. You can flex the knee if the hamstrings are tight as well, so the knee can be flexed as you come up. Then as you exhale, you can drop that heel down. So just really listening, keeping that lower back compressed. Inhale, rise. Lengthen first, then rise. Exhale, flex, drive in and lower. So again, find a rhythm that works for you. Now, if this is challenging enough, just stay doing this. Doing a great job. Work slowly with the breath. If you want a little more of a challenge on those abs, go for the doubles. So you would inhale, lift both feet off. You'll feel this straight away. Extend. Keep that lower back down. If it comes up, go back to singles. Bring up as far as you can. Flex the knees, draw them in, drop those heels, and slowly lower. Feel that lower back compress completely before the soles of the feet touch. So you can continue with singles or doubles, but make sure that lower back stays down. Link it with the breath. We're going to do 2 more. So the inhale lifts you, extends you, lengthens you, brings you up. The exhale flexes, draws you down. Last one. And then when you've anchored down, take those legs as wide as the mat, or the feet, sorry, as wide as the mat. Take those arms out wide and just do some windscreen wipers. So you drop the left knee, that right knee follows, right hip comes up. Come back, drop the right knee, left hip comes back. And you can look in the opposite direction to the way the knees are going. So it gives you a nice twist. And this is nice to just loosen up those hips. Couple more here. And then from there, coming back to the center, bringing the soles of the feet together and bringing those thighs in for a hug. Just rocking gently side to side. Place the hands firmly over the knees and just a few circles, pushing that lower back into the mat. One way, then the other. And then from there, we're going to bring the soles of the feet back down. Feet hip width apart. Extend your hands down towards the heels of your ankles. Hopefully those fingertips can just touch the heels of the ankles. Hip width apart. And then once again, we're going to compress that lower back. Think of your tilt. Push that lower back into the mat. Keep those shoulders down. And then really feel the weight in both the balls and the heels of the feet. As you inhale, lift up, squeeze the buttocks, lengthen, activate those glutes, bringing the top of the chest close as you can to your chin. Then exhale, slowly lowering each vertebra down at a time. So inhale, breathe in, lift right up as high as you can, lengthen. Feel and watch the belly expand as you inhale, and then exhale, slowly coming down. Keep this going. So remember, as you exhale, that tailbone tucks, the core is really contracting. So then when you inhale, you've got all that power already up in the hips to fill the rest of the body up with breath. Keep this going. Use that breath to help. Feel the strength of those thighs helping those glutes when you get to the top. And then when you get to the bottom, just really use the core and that tilt in that pelvis. We can continue with these as we are, or we could also add the arms. So, for the last 4, if you want to, you could add the arms. As you inhale, the arms come up too. They raise with you, coming all the way up. As you squeeze the buttocks, take them back, lengthen, and then exhale, just slowly bringing them back. Remember, we're trying to travel back one vertebra at a time, nice and controlled. So the hands come down, fingertips come down at the same time as the pelvis. So we're really focusing mindfully in these in this bridge pose. 2 more. One more. Exhale to lower slowly. And then from there, just bring the feet a little closer together. Lift the legs up. Extend them up into the air. Don't worry about extending through. The knees can be soft. And just shake them out a little. Shake them out. Shake the ankles out. And then from there, anchor those feet back down. We're just going to do a little bit of breath of fire this week. So an abdominal breath that's just aimed at sort of clearing out any excess in the body, any tension in the body. And it's quite nice to do kind of a lead down, just to get a feel of it. And it kind of links with that pelvic tilt a little as well. So if we place our hands on our abdominal wall, so one hand kind of, you'll feel the rib cage, this top part of the rib cage, you just want your hand over that, and then the other hand just above that navel. This is the core, this is where we're trying to work with that breath. And as we exhale, we're pushing our abdominal wall down and kind of almost jolting it up towards the sternum. So it's like a... And we want to make it quite abrupt so it really comes out of the nostrils. And you should feel like your spine's almost going up towards the crown. We can do it much faster, but I think for today's class, I just want us to do them slow and steady. We're going to do 20 more. Anchor the feet down. Eight more. Last 2. And then just relax. Take your arms out wide, palms facing up. And just breathe into the body. Close the eyes. If you find it more comfortable, you could keep the arms resting on the area you've just worked in, the solar plexus area. Our fire, our energy area where we build up that heat. Just feel that breath. Now, as you breathe deeper, and you exhale more gently. No forced exertion here, just an exhale gently out, letting that lower back sink in to the mat. And then from there, we're just going to do a little bit of work, a little bit more work on the abs just to finish. We'll continue to support the head so the pillow could come away again. Interlock those fingers, support the back of the head. And we're going to inhale, come back up. Now, whilst we're up, we want the shoulders to relax, the chin to slightly tuck in, but not full compression, but just slightly tuck. And then we're going to work on that breath again. So we're going to do the keep this going. Hopefully the back of the hands are supporting the neck, the shoulders can relax, stay back. but you can really feel the abdominal wall thrusting back and up. 5 more. And slowly anchor back down. Keep the hands there and just take some deep breaths now. You may feel a little dizzy. When we focus on breath of fire, it really is the exhale, exerting, working hard. So we can feel a little lightheaded. So it's good to just take a few deep breaths. Feel that lightheadedness. And then really take deep inhales to bring that oxygen back in. So we're going to do one more here to finish. Inhale, bring yourself up, and then exhale, breath of fire. You could slow it right down, or you could be a little faster. If you go faster, this is obviously going to stop so much oxygen coming back in, but it's great for churning, moving, getting any waste out. But if you're feeling a little, I don't like this lightheadedness, maybe just slow it down. Allow an inhale breath, then a exhale. 10 more seconds now. And then calm down. Bring yourself down completely. Release that grasp, maybe that support under the back of the head. Arms out comfortable or resting on that core, and just breathe in deeply. Soften your breath. Let it become natural now. Each inhale expanding. Chest rising, belly rising. And then with that exhale, deflating, letting that breath leave, softening, anchoring. Close those eyes, let the facial muscles soften. Let that lower back anchor. Let the middle back anchor, particularly on that exhale, and let that upper back anchor. Just feel that breath come in and out. And then from there, just releasing those hands out to the sides. If they were there already, just keeping them there. And then bringing the inner thighs back together, big toes and the heels. And just finishing with those spinal twists. Exhaling, dropping to the left as you look to the right. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, swapping direction. So nice and slow now with that breath. Let it be natural to yours. Find that rhythm. And then when you next exhale, dropping those knees to the left, just let them stay there. Inhale, bring that right arm up and over to this left side and anchor it, maybe under the cheek, maybe out to the side. If you want to do a big yawn here, I always yawn when I come onto the side. Yawn, stretch the mouth, open it wide. And then when you're ready, just very slowly Inhale, push yourself up to a seated position that feels comfortable for you. Just placing the hands gently on the knees, the thighs, and just closing the eyes. We're going to take some deep breaths. Inhale for 4. And exhale for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Last one, inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. And then when you're ready, just very slowly opening your eyes. Thank you very much for joining me today for our 30-minute gentle yoga. Hopefully see you next week. Namaste.